This is Joe Smith from the Midwest Football Podcast. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It all helps us grow our show. Look for our full show, too, anywhere you find podcasts. Links below. All you have to know about the Steelers is who they signed. Patrick Peterson, defense. Holcomb, linebacker, defense. Herbig, offensive lineman.
Nothing exciting.
They want us, they are going to smash you.
Yep. And I'll be curious. I mean, let's not forget one of the best things they did. We can add it mid-season. They got a second-round pick for Chase Claypool. Technically a first since, you want to not technically not a first, but the 32nd pick of the draft for Chase Claypool. And they got good value out of him. They picked him for, I think, a third-round pick. They had a 1,000-yard, 10-touchdown season as a rookie. Kind of tailed off. He got a little bit of the diva vibe. But then they still managed to flip him for more than they picked up for him in the mid-round. I mean, that's pretty good. And they'll probably just get like an interior like defensive tackle for him. And that guy will be underrated, really good for 9 years. And only Steelers fans will know who he is. But he'll be a reason why TJ Watt gets another defensive MVP.
Yeah, another Steeler special. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's incredible, like how the Steelers they're patient, they're stable. It's what you can do when you're not, when you have three coaches in your entire history and all of them have been to a Super Bowl. And let's give Tomlin credit. He pulled off the most unlikely way to keep his streak alive, going from a transitional year with Mitchell Trubisky and Kenny Pickett to win 9 games last year. Like your Lions, underrated 9-8 team. Those two teams had bad records in the first half, and they were two of the hottest teams down the stretch. And do you think there's any reason to think that the Steelers can't continue to come on strong, especially in that division?
Yeah, a couple years ago, we thought everybody was going to kill it in the AFC North. And a couple injuries, a couple of disappointing seasons, and a Lamar Jackson, Baltimore Ravens fight that won't seem to end. And it's once again, it looks like the Steelers are ready to just calm, cool, and collected, keep banging away at people until they end up back in the playoffs and nobody wanting to play them. Imagine when they actually develop this young quarterback.
They're like a horror villain. No matter how fast you run, you're going to trip and they're right behind you. They have that magical teleportation power. They're just there. They're always there. They're always in the running. If you were to break down the Bengals and the Ravens and the Browns talent-wise, you might have the Steelers last, and you might not be wrong, and the Steelers could win the division. It doesn't matter. They're well coached. They generate talent. They know how to evaluate. They get guys in the middle of their draft. And I'll be curious to see what mid-round receiver they pick this year. There's going to be a lot of good ones. And they're going to replace Chase Claypool with a 4th rounder and probably be fine. It's crazy.
You said something a couple minutes ago that I want to come back to and highlight, and that is consistency. They've had a certain, 3 coaches in the last umpteen number of years.
Noel Cowher.
And it is amazing the quality of decision making a person can do when they are not in fear for their job, because everybody knows they know how to do it.
You can have a down year and not get fired. There's a lot of coaches, and you look back on them, they had like 3 or 4 12-win seasons in a row, and they had one injury-riddled year, and they got axed. And the Steelers do not have that kind of knee-jerk reaction to a down season. They have an ability to get together, identify where they were weak, and just keep trucking. And I wish more organizations ran like that, to be honest.